Hi everybody, this is Daryl Kramer here with my opinion about Skip the Dishes. I'm very angry with Skip the Dishes. I've been working with them for about maybe going on a month, and I'm still waiting for them to pay me for my first week. It wasn't even that much money. I mean, overall, it doesn't really pay. Considering the amount of wear and tear you put on your car, it doesn't really pay much. And it's really, really frustrating. And sometimes when they send you out on places, you could be like in a totally different area, and they'll send you out to drive all the way out to some other place, which is about maybe 5 miles or something like that. And they don't pay you to go that distance. They don't pay you that distance. They only pay you for the distance between the restaurant and the customer. Okay, the customer, or the customer. And usually when they pay it, it's based on tips, and they pay you per mile, and they send you out sometimes. I mean, I've worked with a pizzeria before. I mean, there's pros and cons of everything. Like, when I was at a pizzeria, they'd send me out on like deliveries, and the numbers would be incorrect. And the address would be incorrect, so it'd be impossible to find the place sometimes. However, Skip the Dishes, that's really consistent. I didn't have any problems with addresses. However, it's just crazy how much you drive without even getting paid for it. In the pizzeria, I had a hourly wage. And I'd have to, with the Skip the Dishes, I actually skipped the dishes, because when I was working in the pizzeria, I actually had to do dishes. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, overall, Skip the Dishes is a bit frustrating. It's hard because you really destroy your car. Like, I had to get like a lot of tires, and I put in high miles on my car, and it's a bit frustrating, because when you were delivering, sometimes you would have like a delivery to one restaurant, and then when you deliver to the person, to the house or office or whatever, or place of business, you would deliver it, and then you would check your app again, and you'd have to go back to the very same restaurant, and you would have to go the same direction, or sometimes even to the very same place, and deliver again. And it's very inefficient, very inefficient. Instead of having them give you 2 deliveries at one time, sometimes you'll have to go to one to go take the delivery to the place, and then come back again and go back to the place again to deliver. Or what they would do, if they'd have 2 deliveries ready at the same time, they would set it up with another delivery driver, instead of giving you 2 at once. So there's a bit of a problem with the app, but it's relatively new, but that can change. That can change in time. But what I'm upset with Skip the Dishes is they haven't paid me. They haven't paid me for my first month, and I still wait my first month, and I want to get paid. And I arranged to have payments done, and I went to the bank, and they didn't know of any payments that were deposited under the account, and I'm still waiting, and I'm waiting and waiting. And I called them several times, and I've got really upset with them, and I want them to pay me my money. Okay, I want them to pay my money, and I don't know. I wouldn't suggest working for Skip the Dishes or doing deliveries for Skip the Dishes, because it's just too hard on your car. It's too hard on your car. Okay, and it's not worth it unless they paid a little bit more. But with all the wear and tear on your car, it's not even worth it. It doesn't come out. Sometimes it doesn't even come out to minimum wage hourly, because considering the gasoline and all the the wear and tear on your car and so forth. So it's really not as good as, say, working at a pizzeria per se. Anyway, I'm really upset, and what I did to show that I'm really upset about, I'm gonna start posting these signs up, and I don't know. I want to know what you think. Which sign is best? Skip the dishes doesn't pay couriers. What do you think about that? That's pretty straightforward, isn't it? I'm sure maybe some of you beg to differ, but I don't know. I don't get paid. I'm still waiting to get paid for my first week, but I don't know. And I have this one. How about this one? This one is skip the dishes, skips on paying couriers. I kind of like this one. And then we have, let's see. And then we have this is very blunt and straightforward. Don't deliver for skip the dishes. What do you think? Yeah, I want to know which sign you like the most, okay? Just post comments below. I'd like to know your opinions, and I want to know which sign you think I should be posting up more. And I just want to know your opinion about skip the dishes, alright? Anyway, until next time, this is Daryl Kramer. Goodbye.